Green sea turtles are one of the world's largest species of turtle and are found in tropical and subtropical oceans worldwide. They get their name from the color of fat beneath their shells, which has a green hue due to their herbivorous diet. While juvenile green sea turtles are mostly carnivorous, adults will shift to a diet of seagrasses and algae. Green sea turtles can hold their breath for hours at a time, though when undergoing vigorous activity like feeding and traveling, they will surface every 5 minutes or so to breathe. They can migrate long distances between feeding grounds and coastal nesting sites, with distances of over 26,000 kilometers recorded. While they spend most of their time underwater, females will come ashore to lay eggs. Most species of sea turtle are endangered due to factors like poaching, over-harvesting of eggs, loss of nesting sites, pollution, and climate change. The blue shark is a species of requiem shark found in most temperate and tropical oceans. They are pelagic sharks, which means they live in open water and can be found anywhere from near the surface to 350 meters deep. Blue sharks are dark blue on top with a greyish underside. This helps when hunting, as they blend into the water when seen from above and blend against the sunlight when seen from below. They will often circle before they attack. Like all other shark species, blue sharks are able to sense and locate prey through the electromagnetic signal that all living creatures emit. Their main diet is squid, though they will consume all kinds of creatures, including bony fishes, seabirds, octopus, and crustaceans. However, they are not aggressive towards humans, and attacks are extremely rare. Sea snakes, also known as coral reef snakes, are a subfamily of venomous elapid snakes related to cobras. There are about 50 different species of sea snake spread across the tropical waters of the Indian and Pacific Oceans. Sea snakes are extensively adapted for aquatic life, with small heads and flattened tails to aid swimming. Unlike fish or eels, sea snakes do not have gills, and instead have to surface regularly to breathe. They have special flaps over their nostrils that close when underwater, and can dive for an average of about 30 minutes, though some can spend over an hour underwater. Sea snakes also have special glands under their tongues that collect salt from the blood, which they eject back into the water by flicking their tongues. Sea snakes are highly venomous and should be treated with caution. However, bites on humans are rare, and bites with venom injection are even rarer. Bottlenose dolphins are the most common and well-known members of the oceanic dolphin family. They are highly intelligent marine mammals, and like humans and great apes, can recognize themselves in a mirror. Bottlenose dolphins are very social creatures and live in pods of between 10 and 30 individuals, which will cooperate, hunt, and raise young together. Dolphins join, split up, and rejoin pods in different combinations, and pods may sometimes combine for several minutes or hours to form larger social groups called herds. Dolphins communicate using a mixture of clicks, whistles, squeaks, and body language like jumping out of the water, tail flapping, and butting heads together. Being mammals, they need to come up to the surface to breathe, and most dolphin species can hold their breath for between 5 to 15 minutes. All dolphins are carnivores and mostly eat fish and squid. They search for food using a technique called echolocation, like bats, where they emit sounds and listen for the echoes to determine the location and shape of nearby objects. Red piranhas, also known as red-bellied piranhas, are freshwater predatory fish found in South America. They are indigenous to the Amazon basin and are often found in fast-flowing rivers. Piranhas have a single row of finely serrated teeth. and one of the strongest bites among bony fishes. Similar to sharks, they also have special sensory organs which help them detect blood in the water. However, despite having a reputation as ferocious predators, piranhas are primarily scavengers and foragers, and will eat almost anything they can find. Piranhas live in large shoals, mostly to protect themselves from predators, rather than to hunt as a group. While schools of piranha do occasionally enter feeding frenzies and devour large prey in minutes, attacks like this are usually extremely rare. The humpback whale is one of the largest species of baleen whale, reaching lengths of up to 16 meters and weighing over 36 tons. Humpbacks feed on krill and small fish in polar waters during the summer, and migrate to tropical and subtropical waters to breed and give birth. They migrate further than any other mammal on Earth, and regularly travel 5,000 kilometers between feeding and breeding grounds. They usually travel in small groups of 2 or 3, with mothers and their young often swimming affectionately close together. Humpback whales are famous for their complex and majestic whale songs. All males in a population will sing the same song, though songs vary between populations and gradually change year on year. They sing for a variety of reasons, including to communicate and attract potential mates. Humpback whales were once hunted to the brink of extinction, with populations dropping by 90% by 1966. However, a moratorium on whaling allowed populations to recover to a healthy 80,000 today. Manatees, also known as sea cows, are large herbivorous marine mammals that live in shallow marshy coastlines and rivers. There are 3 living species: the Amazonian manatee, the West African manatee, and the West Indian manatee. Their closest living land relative is the elephant. Manatees swim around using their powerful flat tails and use their front flippers to steer and occasionally crawl in shallow water. They are not territorial, and apart from mothers with their young or males following a receptive female, they are generally solitary animals. They will, however, gather in groups when mating or in warm areas around food sources. Manatees are very social animals and communicate using a series of chirps, whistles, and squeaks. These sounds are used for a variety of reasons, including daily interactions, warnings, and to attract a mate. It is also believed that communication between mother and calf plays a big role in the nurturing process. While they have no natural predators, all 3 species of manatee are vulnerable to human-related issues, such as habitat destruction and boat collisions. Orcas, also known as killer whales, are a species of toothed whale from the oceanic dolphin family. They are the largest species of dolphin, measuring between 5 to 9 meters in length and weighing up to 10 tons. Orcas are highly intelligent social creatures and live in pods of 5 to 30 individuals. A pod can consist of as many as 5 generations, from babies to great-grandmothers. The orca language is one of the most complex in the animal kingdom, and orcas will pass down knowledge and culture from one generation to the next. Orcas communicate using a mixture of whistles, echolocation clicks, pulsed calls, low-frequency pops, and jaw claps. Orcas are apex predators with a diverse diet. Some groups will exclusively eat fish, while others will hunt marine animals such as sea lions, penguins, dolphins, and even infant blue and sperm whales. They employ a variety of tactics when hunting, including suffocating sharks by holding them in place, herding schools of fish, tipping floating ice, and creating waves to knock prey into the water. No sunlight reaches the inky black depths of the deep ocean. However, most deep-sea organisms can generate their own light using a process called bioluminescence. This process has evolved independently at least 40 times. Bioluminescent organisms commonly produce light in specialized cells called photophores. Here, a substance called luciferin is oxidized by an enzyme called luciferase, and the resultant chemical reaction emits light. Some animals have the ability to regenerate luciferin, while others take in symbiotic bacteria or other bioluminescent creatures as a way of producing light. Bioluminescence is found in many marine organisms, including bacteria, algae, worms, fish, crustaceans, and jellyfish. Animals light up for a variety of reasons, including to lure unsuspecting prey, to warn, disorientate, or scare away predators, or to attract mates. The blue whale is the largest known animal to have ever existed on Earth. They can reach lengths of up to 30 meters and weigh over 180 tons. Like all baleen whales, blue whales have fringed plates of fingernail-like material called baleen attached to their upper jaws. They feed by using their tongue to force enormous mouthfuls of water through these plates, leaving any food behind. The blue whale diet consists almost exclusively of small shrimp-like creatures called krill, and during certain times of year, an adult blue whale can eat up to 3.6 tons of krill in a single day. While blue whales do occasionally swim in groups, they usually live alone or in pairs. They often spend their summers feeding in polar waters and undertake large migrations towards the equator when winter arrives. Blue whales were abundant in nearly all oceans until the beginning of the 20th century. For over 100 years, they were hunted almost to extinction in 1966. There has been a minor recovery in numbers since then, and it is estimated there are between 10 and 25,000 blue whales worldwide today. The green moray eel, also known as the green conger, is one of the most common and largest species of eel, reaching lengths of up to 2.5 meters and weighing over 30 kilograms. They live in cracks and crevices along rocky shorelines and coral reefs across the western Atlantic Ocean. Despite the name, green morays are brown, with the yellow mucus that covers their body combined with a dark environment, giving them a greenish appearance. They are mostly nocturnal predators and use their sense of smell to hunt fish, squid, octopus, crabs, and other eels. While they prefer to lie in wait for their prey, they are also adept at working their way through holes and crevices in search of food. Green morays have been known to bite humans, but only on rare occasions. Bites most commonly occur when divers blindly put their hand on rocks or in crevices, or try to feed a green moray by hand. The great hammerhead is the largest species of hammerhead shark in the world. They are found in tropical and warm temperate waters worldwide, especially around coastal areas and the continental shelf. They are named after the unusual shape of their heads, which extend into a hammer shape called the cephalofoil. All sharks have a group of organs in their head which can sense the weak electric signal emitted by other animals. The hammerhead shape spreads these organs out, allowing them to sense prey easier. Their wide-set eyes also give them a greater visual range compared to other sharks. While hammerhead sharks will eat various types of fish, crabs, lobsters, and squid, their favorite food are stingrays. They will commonly sneak up on stingrays buried in the sand and use their flat heads to pin them down while they eat. Hammerhead sharks are widely hunted for their teeth and fins, which is why many species, including the great hammerhead, are at a high risk of extinction. Stingrays are a group of cartilaginous fish related to sharks. There are around 220 different species of stingray in the world, and they are found in all tropical and subtropical oceans. Stingrays use smell and electroreceptors to detect prey, similar to sharks. Most will also have one or more barbed, venomous stingers on their tail, which they use exclusively for self-defense. While their stingers can be very dangerous, Fatal stingray attacks on humans are extremely rare, with only 1 or 2 reported each year. Short-tailed stingrays are the largest stingray in the world and live offshore typically at depths of between 180 to 500 meters. While they are mostly bottom-dwelling in nature, they can also be found in open water. They are curious and unaggressive animals and can even be trained to be hand-fed. The beluga whale is a species of cetacean that is highly adapted to its Arctic and subarctic environment. This includes an all-white color, the absence of a dorsal fin, and the unusual ability to turn their head up, down, and side to side. They also have a large and deformable hump at the front of the head, which contains an echolocation organ called the melon. They use this for a variety of tasks, including movement, communication, hunting in the dark, and to find breathing holes in the ice. Most beluga whale populations are migratory, spending winter near the Arctic ice cap and traveling to shallower waters during summer. They usually form pods of around 10 animals, though groups can number hundreds or even thousands during the summer months. They are highly sociable animals and will play, cooperate, and hunt together. They are also known to be one of the most vocal cetacean species, with their bird song-like calls earning them the nickname canaries of the sea. Beluga whales are near threatened in the wild due to a variety of factors including climate change, hunting, oil and gas development, and pollution.